Alright, so I'm going to go over with my sons a new concept, and that concept is something I want to share with you all. You know, it's this idea that you got to go about life. If you want to be an ideal man, right, you want to do rock, paper, scissors. Okay, now that sounds like a kid's game, and it is a kid's game, but it's a game you should play. Rock means to be physically and sexually fit, you know? Rock as in your body is hard, you know? Rock as in you're, even say emotionally fit, right? You're steadfast in your emotions. Rock is in, you know, you get hard, you get hard. You know what I'm saying? You're immovable. You are a foundation. You are a premise. You know, that's what you are. That's what rock means. Paper, now, that means to be well-financed, obviously, but also well-traveled, be able to travel. You know, don't get, you know, punishments or prison sentences where you can't leave your country. You know, that's what being a paper means, you know? Books, having papers, your credentials for being in a country, for earning in a country. That kind of movement, that kind of motion, that kind of time. And then, of course, scissors. What are scissors for? Scissors are for grooming. Scissors are for, you guys see, I used to be rocking the dirty blocks, you know? You know, and that was cool. That was in my freeform. I loved it. But I'm realizing, you know, scissors is that grooming tool for how to make clothes that fit, how to make hairstyles that go with you. That's what scissors are for. So that's the concept there. You know, you have to follow through with this idea of rock, paper, scissors. Okay, and that's what I want for my kids. So you see, my son. Oh, look, he's still there. You see, my son. I don't know how, but he started to get a little chubby. Okay, he's not in rock form. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to work on his rock form. Me too. For the longest while, I used to, you know, there was this brother who was like a model. Okay, we used to go places and we stand out. You know, when you try to pick up ladies or whatever, he'd always have better luck than me. Dude was a solid rock though. You know, he was a solid rock. Like a dude bicycled everywhere, and his calves were like, you know, like had muscles on them. You know what I mean? Like he had muscles where most of us don't develop muscles. And you know, fast forward 10, 12 years, and I'm chubbier than ever. You know what I mean? That's my fault. That's on me. So what I need to do is also work on being that rock body. I need to work on my son having that rock body. You know, remember to get your rock body, you eat less, move more. You know, so I gotta make him eat less and move more. You know, I'm talking to my wife about it. Like I said, with the paper, you know, with the paper, you gotta have your money in the bank. You gotta be stacked. You gotta have stacks. You know, and I think there's a principle that I didn't know, and I want to share with you guys. Probably share it as another podcast some other time, but the principle of money that I was thinking of is, you know, don't give to people who don't have. Okay, give nothing to those with nothing. Give half to those with half, and give all to those with all. That's how the economy moves. And you might say, well, yeah, but that helps with the people who have. You know, and it's like, yeah, that's what it is. That's life. You know, because sometimes people don't have because they won't have. You understand? People who don't have never have. And I mean, sure, you could say, well, give them a chance. Well, the chance you give them is you give them half. Because if they can't earn any of what they're trying to accomplish, right, on their own in a month, in a year, how will they ever pay you back? Now, of course, if you're not looking to be paid back, fine. You know, be that person. If you're not looking to be paid back, you guys know my Cash App. $, I think it's ABS only. I didn't use it in a long time. But if you're not looking to get paid back, just send it to the Cash App. Okay? But if you're looking to make big financial decisions, you know, like looking to have more, okay? have more than, you look into, you believe in that it takes money to make money, right? Then you have to work with people who have already, who are able to generate, because if they're not able to generate, they're not going to be able to generate for you. And I learned that the hard way here in Africa, but it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't learn too hard because, a brother already told me, never give more than you can afford to lose. Okay? Never give more than you afford to lose. But that's, again, how you become papered. All right? And of course, like I said, the grooming thing, like, yeah, go out and do your hair. I want to tell you guys too, I don't know if you guys can look at my old videos. I don't know, maybe for like 20 years I haven't done my hair, okay? And it was just, maybe I cut it every once in a while, but that's about it. I cut it myself. I just did this, it was $20, okay? The guy worked for like 5 hours or something, maybe not 5, maybe 4 hours, 3 hours, I don't know, but it was a long damn time. It hurt like a motherfucker too. But point is that I give him a little tip, I don't want to say like $10, right? But because the guy was working his ass off, 24, whatever. But that's also another principle there about being moneyed. When you go out and do what you can to the point where people can appreciate you. And I think I probably should leave with that Booker T. Washington quote that's been haunting me. Not haunting me, but it's been repeating in my head so long. He says, look, how do you call yourself men if you don't do the work of men? And I kind of want you guys to see, like, where I'm on a bus operated by black folk. Now, I'm not saying that the black folk made the bus, right? Well, I'm on a bus operated by black folk in a country run by black folk. And I mean, again, it's not perfect, but like this is manly activity here. And I want you all, I just want to encourage you guys too, come down to Africa and experience life with men, now not necessarily perfect men, no, but experience life with black men, I should say, because a lot of people listening right now are probably in a country where there are white men, I want you to come to a country where there are black men, all right? Other than that, appreciate you listening. But again, rock, paper, scissors. Do it with your children, okay? Rock, paper, scissors. You say, look, get your body hard like a rock, right? Get your papers right, Read, earn, travel, okay? And scissors, it means being well groomed, well mannered, right? Cut out the bad parts of your behavior, if you will. But also, the other one is be superficial. I'm going to say this, and this is actually really important. When I went to, when I was in America, I tried not to be superficial. That's probably why I didn't have my hair in that kind of style for a long time. I just didn't want to be, like, I felt like, hey, if somebody's going to be attracted to you, they shouldn't be attracted to you based off your appearance. And that's nonsense. And then, of course, I then, met a woman I didn't like on a superficial level. But I was like, that's a superficial level. I need to be substantial, And, surface kind of dictates substance too. That's also an important concept that, is really hard for us. But like really surface and substance kind of go hand to hand. They work together, right? And so now, of course, I'm in Africa and I'm a little more superficial. I have a incredibly beautiful wife. But at the same time, like, I still wasn't working on my own surface. So now, like I said, I look in the mirror and I say, look, this guy needs to lose weight, and I'm planning on going there. So, we're starting that weight loss journey. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for listening. If you want, like I said, one of the things that I want you to do with paper, get yourself a book. There's not too many books that you need to read. I'll be honest with you. There's not a lot of good books, but I did write a handful. So if you want to check it out, go order on Amazon or on the Leafo. But outside of that, Shemim Hotep, Uncle Johnson, Neb, I'm in my aunt, Dua, Netra.